Hello all, this is Dr. Anand Nayyar. Subscribe to my YouTube channel Gyan with Anand Nayyar for latest tech videos on unboxings, server administration, embedded systems, cloud computing, simulations, big data, Linux administration, research methodology, ethical hacking, and many more. Hello researchers, how are you? I hope you are fine and doing well. In this video, I will be demonstrating how to install ArchLabs Linux step by step on VMware Workstation 14 Pro. Now before we dive in the installation part of ArchLabs Linux on installation on VMware Workstation 14 Pro, let us first of all have something awareness regarding what is ArchLabs Linux. ArchLabs Linux is a simple, lightweight, rolling release Linux distribution based on minimal Arch Linux operating system with the open box window manager. The OpenBox ArchLabs Linux distro inspired by the Bunsen Labs and powered by the Arch Linux. 2017.10 is the latest release and brings a new improved AL Hello Welcome script and many additions and refining to ArchLabs. Now it belongs to Unix family and it is completely open source, and the latest release, as I've already told you, it is 2017.10 and was released on 24th of October 2017. It is available in English and it is only available for 64-bit platform. The Pac-Man is the package manager and it is having monolithic kernel. Now this was the basic introduction. Now let us talk something about how the ArchLabs Linux evolved. Like most great ideas, ArchLabs was not created in a vacuum. It was inspired by another now defunct distro. Back in the early 2000s, Mr. Philip, also known as Core Nominal, released a distro named Crunchback. His goal was to create a simple Debian-based distro that used the open box window manager. The result was simple but powerful distro that took few resources and could run on low-powered computers, and it became very popular in short span of time. In 2015, Mr. Philip announced that he would stop the development of Crunchback because he believed that users would benefit more from a vanilla Debian install. However, a number of users didn't agree, and within a short time, several projects appeared to continue the Crunchback mission. The two standouts are Bunsen Labs and Crunchback++. A group of Crunchback fans decided that they wanted to take a different route. Instead of sticking with long release cycle of Debian, they wanted to take advantage of more up-to-date packages in Arch. Thus ArchLabs was created. The goal was to intimate the look and feel of Bunsen Labs in the beginning, but allow ArchLabs to evolve its own identity. The current release is ArchLabs 4.1 Yoda, finally a distro that uses Star Wars names. So this was the basic history of how the ArchLabs Linux was evolved and how it takes the shape of today's Linux. So let us go into the website part. Now you can see that on the screen I have already opened the official website of ArchLabs Linux, that is archlablinux.com, and you can see that on the front page some information regarding some highlights and information of ArchLabs is there, like minimal desktop environment, easy installation based on Arch Linux, only few basic apps pre-installed. It is available including OpenBox, XFCE, i3, BSP, WM, and awesome freely switch between panels and docks with ease. So if you go another thing that is called blog, if let us open on the another thing over there, you can find some more information on Arch Linux. And if you open forum, you find that lots and lots of people ask questions, and if you need any help, this is a very active community and people get answers in a short span of time. So if we talk of more things, that is get Arch Linux, so how to get the ArchLab Linux, you can just scroll down and you can just have the latest release over there to simply download. It will be giving you the source for image below link, and the image will be downloaded in a short span of time. So even you can click on Team ArchLabs, you can find that various people are there, their avatars are there. So one is Mr. Rajat, who is from India, I think so. So different people are there, and you can even become a patron by clicking over here. So it is an open community, and you can even welcome various queries, and even you can follow the various things on this website. And last but not the least is contact us, where you can follow your queries and you can get the reply as soon as possible. So this was the basic introduction and awareness regarding the ArchLabs Linux website. So let us go to the VMware Workstation, where I've already opened and get it ready to install ArchLabs Linux. So let's create a new virtual machine. So let's create over here. So let's go to that is I will install the operating system later. So what I do, I just click on Linux and I just click on so we don't have the option of Arch Linux, so we can just click on Linux, that is 3.x kernel 64-bit. So let's have, that is ArchLabs Linux. Click on next. So let's take about 20 GB of hard disk space. So let's click on next. Let's customize the hardware. So let's allocate 2 GB of RAM and let's go to new CD and let's browse the ISO image. So you can see that ArchLab Linux is downloaded. So let's right click and click on properties. You see that it is about 920 MB. So it's a very light based distribution. So let's select it and click on open. Let's close it and let's click on finish. So on the left hand side you can see that the machine is created. So let's power on this machine. So let's click on view and full screen. So you can see that the option have come, that is boot Arch Linux, boot existing operating system, hardware information, reboot and power off. But we are over here to install the Linux the first time. So let's click on boot Arch Linux x86/64 and it will boot into the live medium. Over there we will be installing it in a beautiful manner. So let's click enter. So let's wait for the opening page and the opening desktop to come, and then we will start with the installation. So the installer is saying that is Minio, and yes, it has almost booted. It is fast and powerful. So let's close this and let's wait for the Linux to start. So you can see that ArchLabs Linux Minio. So let's right click, let's go to system settings. So you can see the preferences. Let's go to settings manager. Over here we have the display. So let's first of all go to the display and to make it okay. So this is my display. So let's click on apply. So you can see that I have get the proper display over here. So let's go to this option, right click and click on install ArchLabs. So in a few seconds it will be giving us the dialog box. So the dialog box has come. So it is a very beautiful and a simple interactive dialog box. It say that ArchLabs 2017.10 Minio installer. So take the language as English. So click on next. So let me select my country. It is Vietnam. So it is Vietnamese. So it is okay for me. So next. So English and default keyboard is okay. So let's click on next. So let us erase the entire disk and to store the entire volume over there. So click on next. So let's create one user. So this is my username. So let me okay. So let me type the password and let me give the full name. So you can even browse your image via pen drive or anything, and you can give your avatar also. So let's click on OK. So the username Anand is created, and let me type the username password for the root password also. So let's go to confirm also. So you can see that everything is done. So let's click on next. So you can see that the entire scenario what is going to be is there on your screen. So let's click on next and let's click on install now. So you can see that in a few 10 to 15 steps the installation has started. So the installation will take about 10 to 15 minutes so till it install, let us pause the video for some time and I get back once it gets installed. So now you can see that the installer has almost on the 83%, and it has removed all the installation packages. So let's wait for installation to get completed. And then we proceed with the post installation procedures. So it will again take some time. Let's pause the video. So let's see, it's starting the firmware, and now you can see that it is done. So now what we have to do is to restart the system, and after that we go with some post installation steps of ArchLabs 2017.10 Minimo Linux. So let's click on done. So you can see that it has started rebooting. And yes, you can see that with this dialog box we can assure that the ArchLabs Linux is successfully installed. So let's press enter on the first option and let's boot into the desktop. Okay, so a gray color has come and it has booted. So let's first of all go to preferences and settings manager, and let's go to display, and let's improvise the resolution of the machine. Click on apply. So let's click on close. Now you can see that a termite based terminal has come and it is asking me that is, hi Anand, welcome to ArchLab Linux. Press any key to continue. So let's press any key. It is saying, would you like to update a system mirror list? So let's press Y and press enter. So let me type the password. So it is updating some package repositories, you can see. So it can take some time depending on the net connection as well as the international server speeds. So in a few moments of time we can see the synchronization of package databases. Yes, you can see that it has started. So the core package will be crawled, extra, then community, and then multilib, and etc, etc. So with the full system upgrade it is going. So it is about a download size of 469 MB. So depending on your net connection speed, again it can take about 10 to 15 minutes. So let's pause the video for some time and let's get back once it gets completed. So you can see that almost 50% of the download has done. So it has downloaded a wide range of packages. I can say that it is a fully loaded Linux with almost everything from Python to Qt to Firefox to Xorg server, everything it is being downloaded. So now you can see that the download has been completed and it is downloading the required keys now. So it is verifying the package integrities. So now the rest of the 50% will continue. So it is generating the locals, upgrading all the packages. About 241 packages are being downloaded. Some were very light, some were very heavy. So depend on your net connection speed, it will take about 10 to 12 minutes. So you can see that almost all the packages are being upgraded to the latest versions. So it will take 2 to 3 minutes more. Okay. So some keys were disabled and trust-based databases are being upgraded. So make it sure that your internet connection speed should be very good when you are installing this type of Linux, where almost every repository is being updated and packages are being updated before you start actual working into this Linux. So Python is being upgraded. Okay. So almost 50% is being done. So now the optional dependencies are being installed. Linux firmware gets updated now, which is the main heart of the operating system. So almost all the packages are done, and yes, it is done successfully. So let's wait for the next option to come in on our screen, and then we proceed. So it is generating some module dependencies and updating some directory structure. Okay, so now you can see that it is saying that you can refresh the mirror list anytime with the alias up mirrors and press any key to continue. So let's press any key and we should continue. So swap space found. So you say that choose additional window manager, so I don't require it. So for the docs, I just select blank and select applications to install. Let's select Y and press enter. So press any key to continue. So web browser Firefox is the default, so I don't require anything, so I just press enter. And if I want to install Flash plugin, I just press yes and press enter. So for the text editor, Guinea is default, so it is no required. So terminal emulators, Termite is default, so I just press enter. Music player, it is already installed. So if you install VLC instead, so let us install VLC. So for file manager, Tuner is default, so it is okay. So for the screen capture, I can just choose default itself. For video editor, also default. For image editor, let's choose GIMP, which is very good. For office suites, let's choose Libreoffice, which is the very stable office. And for USB burners, let's select Etcher, let's select default itself. For the mail clients, again default. For chat and IRC, again default. For torrent clients, let's select number 1 itself. And for color tools, let's select JPEG or this, so let's select default itself. And rest for other things, we just select default itself. So XFC daemon notification, so let's select no and press enter. And for XFC power manager, I don't require it. And for the Pacman PC manager, default is Palkly, so I can just select no. So for genome disk and system monitor, I don't require it. And for Catfish file search, I require it, so I just press Y. And for Steam, I don't require. And for Dropbox, even I don't require it. And additional favorite font families, I don't even require. And for NAD fonts complete, that I don't even require. So Omax for making GTK themes, I don't even require this. So it is setting up the menu switcher and it is starting. So let's type my password. So almost I can say that 33 MB will be removed and 219 MB will be downloaded for all the settings which I have selected right now. So again, it will take about 5 to 6 minutes depending on the net connection. So let's update it and I come back to you in between. So you can see that almost 70% of the download is being done, and now it is checking some packet integrities, and rest of the 50% will be done in just couple of minutes. So all the packages are downloaded and it is installing now. So after installing, let's see what the next options will be, and it will continue. So let's click on view and full screen for better visuality. Okay. So it is installing the Libreoffice, which is the fresh over there. So I think so it is the most biggest package among all the packages which are installed till now. Okay, so almost it is done, and it is compiling everything, post transaction hooks. Okay, so some additional packages are being downloaded, about 2 MB. So let's wait for this to build up. Okay, so everything seems perfect, no issues. Okay, so you can see that almost no interference by the human user. Almost it is being set it up and everything is being done by the machine itself. Very, very intelligent. So you can see that the setup is now complete, and now we are all set to press any key to reboot the final machine. So let's press enter and let's wait for the machine to final reboot so that we can start working. And after that I will be showing you some desktop and some wallpaper options, and then we can put some command and start our Virtualbox services. So in the first time the boot could be slow, but when that regularly boots, so it will not take much time. So it is booted, resolution all set, and yes, you can see ArchLabs Linux, a beautiful wallpaper. So let's both of them, let's click on OK. So we have the terminal, web browser, text editor. So we go for preferences, let's go to wallpaper, let's change some wallpaper. So beautiful wallpapers we have. So let's select this wallpaper and click on apply. So you can say that nitrogen based wallpapers are there. Yes, the wallpaper is there. So let's click on terminal, and over here you can see the configuration of my machine. So just okay. Okay, so now we are with root now. Okay, so let's start the VirtualBox services by giving the command systemctl start vbox service.service. Okay, so it's not saying the command not found, so no issues in it. So let's type some other commands like date, time, ps, top, everything working very beautifully. Okay, so in this video I have demonstrated how to install ArchLabs on VMware Workstation 14 Pro, and I have demonstrated how to install some packages, what are the post-process procedures, and some basic Linux commands. And you can even start some VMware services by using the appropriate commands or installing some packages. So I hope that you do like this video. So do comment on this video that what in real world you people would like to implement this Linux for which purposes, and even you can ask me any queries. My email, my everything will be available in the link in the description below. And I would also like to have your comments on other videos which you would like me to make for this channel, as this is your channel and I want to grow with your support. So do hit the like button and hit the bell notification for getting the notification of my all videos whenever it is posted to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.